My name is Lena. I am a stay-at-home mom and a part-time substitute with Rio Rancho Public Schools. I've been training here since last November 7, 2017, so almost 10 months, roughly 10 months.
Okay. What did you find frustrating with working out and diet or food before coming to Cedar Fit?
For me personally, I'm very non-self-disciplined and inconsistent about working out at home. I do good for a while, but then I don't do good. I need the accountability for me. And food-wise, I don't know. Really, I'm not sure on that part of it.
Because you do a lot of cooking already.
I do a lot of home cooking
but not so
from
much
scratch.
It's healthy, because the kids like the treats some too.
Yes and no. My husband, more or less. My husband is like, can eat anything in the world and doesn't gain any weight because he works out all the time for his job. And so it was more of changing our meals to where they're completely healthy for all of us.
Gotcha.
So it was just revamping our meals.
So what made the decision to finally change? What was?
I want to be a better example for my children, and my husband. I mean, moving from across the state made a difference in his work schedule and ours, and so I just wanted to be not only be my husband be the example of health and how to work out. I wanted it to be for my children, for what they should look like for women in the future, wives in the future.
Were there any reservations before starting at Cedar Fit?
Some, mainly it was financial reservations for me, and it still is, but when I take in account of different places and what I get here versus other places, the personal correction, the one-on-one training, the meal plans that you do, the recipes and the newsletters and the face-to-face encouragement and stuff, that to me makes it more worth spending the extra money. So,
what have been some of the benefits physically and mentally that you've seen since you've come to Cedar Fit?
Physically, I've seen muscle tone. I've lost some weight, but for me it's been more about toning my muscle and regaining my muscle strength that I had lost due to my condition that I have. Mentally, I've gained more confidence in myself and just more energy from being consistent and routinely. I've noticed I have more energy when I actually come and do my workouts than on the days that I do.
It's important to talk about your condition, because there's a lot of people that have different health issues, and that's one of the things we specialize in. So how was that? How does that improve your confidence, or whatever that is with what's going on?
With my condition, what I have is called Chiari malformation. I have headaches, and I get head pressure, and so for the last 3 years since my surgery, I was afraid to exercise, because prior to my surgery, I had blacked out during an exercise program. And so being here has helped me learn how to monitor my head pressure, so I know where I'm at. That's why I love wearing the heart monitor, because it helps me keep me where I know where my top ability is.
And because of the heart rate test, we were able to define what those numbers are for you personally, rather than just a random. Because of your age, this is how much you can experience.
Yeah, doing the heart rate test. Yeah, that's helped. I mean, it's also helped me learn different things with my condition, on what I can and cannot do. And like I said, with my condition, muscle weakness. I lose a lot of muscle tone with my condition. That's part of the side effects. And so I've gained some of that back by routinely working out. So.
Okay. What other results have you gotten here at Cedar Fit?
seeing what other results. I've made friends, and that's helped because being new to the city, it's helped.
And we talked about quite a few, so
Yeah.
What about, how has training here changed your outlook on fitness and nutrition?
I know it's important to do. It's changed my outlook on how I look at seeing going to big box gyms versus personal training. It makes me realize how much more important having a trainer there is. I mean, unless you study physical fitness and stuff, and how easy it is to hurt yourself if you don't have somebody else helping you be accountable to do your form right, even when you're exhausted and want to die on a lay on the floor. But I mean, it's just made me realize fitness is important for the long haul in your life as you get older.
Okay. Who would you recommend to train here at Cedar Fit, and do you have any advice for them taking that first step?
I would recommend everyone. You know, it's if you like smaller environments that aren't intimidating environments, because sometimes your big places can be very intimidating with the racks and racks of weights and tons of rows of machines, and you're just like, I don't know what to do. Others, realize you're worth it. More importantly, is your physical health and fitness is worth taking that step and spending that money to ensure that you're gonna get healthier and not hurt yourself doing it.
Okay. Anything else that you would like to add?
I'd like to add that the trainers are very approachable and friendly, easy to work with. They're,
So we talked a little bit earlier about how surprised you are at how much we know about the body and how much we can understand form correction.
Yes.
And I think it's important to know that it's not just me.
It's all, you can see how much you work with the trainers on before they're allowed on the floor, so that they know how to and recognize when a client is in pain, or to read their body language, to work with them to make sure their form is doing right, and how to help them correct that form. It's a big difference to me.
Awesome. Thank you.
You're welcome.